Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while and I know I've done a lot of hauls recently, but today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. I'm going shopping, so I'm just going to do my everyday makeup. Nothing too glam, nothing too exciting, just my everyday makeup. So, okay, so first things first, I'm going to just tie my hair up with a scrunchie so it is out on my face. Got my tea in my Disney mug. Yay! I don't know if you can see, but I have a few little friends. They need to go. First thing I'm going to be using is my Bare Minerals Prime Time Primer. I don't think they sell this anymore. It is quite old. It's just like a yellow neutralising primer. I actually got this when I was in college, so that's how long ago I bought this, but I bought it, so I want to use it up. It's probably very expired, but it's okay. Oh, and just so you guys know, I've already done my skincare and my eye cream and everything like that. So my face is prepped. While I let that sink into my face, I'm going to do my eyebrows next. And for that, I'm going to be using Brow Zings by Benefit, and this is in the old packaging. Who remembers this packaging of Brow Zings? And I'm going to be using my Benefit spoolie brush that I got in the Anna Ciccone brow kit. And I'm also going to be using my MAC brow brush. Just a little angled brow brush. So what I normally do with my brows, I normally brush them upwards. And then I use the waxy side first and do the wax. So I'll go like underneath my brow first. And then once I've done that, then I will just start on the tail of my brow and then work my way in, so the less product on the brush will be in the front of my brow. Like so. And then once I've done that, I'll brush it out and I'll brush it upwards again. And then I go on to the powder side and do the exact same thing. Just start on the tail of my brow and then work my way in until the less product is in the front of my brow. So to set my brows in place, I'm going to be using the Ready Set Brow Gel by Benefit. Brushing my brow hairs up with this so they look more full and a bit more bushy because I like that look. Brows are done. Okay, so moving back to my face because my primer would have sunk in by now. I'm going to jump into foundation, and today I'm going to be using my Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. This is my everyday foundation at the moment. As you can see, I'm nearly finished. This is a very matte foundation, so if you've got really dry skin, I don't think you'll like this. I cannot apply this with a beauty blender. It just won't stay on my face. It will just come off, like the foundation will just come off. It just doesn't look right. So the best way I find to apply this with is a buffing brush. So I use either this Real Techniques one, or I have this Morphe one. It's very good coverage, so it will cover up my little friends. I normally pump about half a pump on the back of my hand, and that's what I use. Sometimes I use a full pump, but sometimes I can get away with using half a pump if I don't want a full coverage. Blend it in your ears. don't you hate that if people just don't blend it and then their ears are like white and then their face is like a completely different colour? Like, it's the same as your neck. Like, if you're gonna wear a darker foundation, because this foundation is darker than my skin tone, I normally fake tan, but I haven't, so I'm pale, so I'm gonna have to bring it down onto my neck, and I can obviously like bronze my neck up and stuff. And I have a tiny forehead. I have like a 3 head that everyone calls it, so it is quite hard not to get foundation in my hair, just because the brush always manages to go in my hair. So I normally buff it in and then like stipple it in after, just to make sure it's all blended. And I think that would do. It's not full coverage, but it's evened out my complexion, and then I can go in with concealer and everything. So the concealer I'm going to be using is the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and as you can see, I really like this concealer. I use it basically every day. This is in the shade Porcelain. I just don't like the applicator. It's just so annoying. Like, you have to squeeze it and it's just very inconvenient and messy and unsanitary. But, so what I normally do is just put a little bit of this under my eyes. I don't normally do like the triangle concealer thing anymore. I used to, but I don't really bother anymore. I mainly get most of my darkness in the inner corners of my eyes, so that's where most of the product will be. Some up here, down my nose, chin. And I always have like a red patch around here, which I always have to conceal. And around my nose, because that's always red. On my eyelids. This is just the leftover concealer that's on the brush. So then when I blend out my concealer, I don't normally buff it in, because I feel like it will pick up the foundation from underneath and it's kind of defeating the purpose, so you want more coverage there. So what I do is just stipple it in, and then it creates more coverage. And really work the concealer in, because if you just do a couple taps and leave it, you will see the concealer sitting there, so you want to really work it in. After my base is complete, I'm going to set it with some powder. This is the Rimmel Stay matte powder. What is left of it, it's literally crumbs. Can you hear that? So, like, the whole writing's come off of the lid. There's literally like hardly anything left. I need to buy a new one, but can't be arsed, so making the most of it. And I'm using this tiny little kabuki brush from Eco Tools, and what I do is I stipple it all in to my face first, and then I go back and buff it in after. So next thing I'm going to be doing is bronzer, blush and highlight, and I'm going to be using this massive Revolution Ultimate Blush and Light and Contour palette. So it's broken, my one's broken, so there's that. But it has all these different shades. I can't even really show you, but it has all these different highlighter shades, and then it has all of the blushes, like 2 rows of blushes, and then a row of bronzers. So let's use this. So firstly I'm going to bronze up, and I'm going to be using this Real Techniques 100 brush. It's just like this gold brush. I really like it for bronzing all over the face. So let's just go in with that. And oh my god, for everyone who's living who lives in England, how nice is this weather? It's February, or end of February, nearly March, and it is literally like 18, 19 degrees here, and bright sunshines, clear blue skies. Like, I'm looking out my window at the moment, by the way, and it's just, it's so nice. It puts everyone in such a better mood. Sorry about that noise, by the way. It puts everyone in such a better mood. Contour a little bit with this little hula brush that comes with like the bronzers and that. I don't always contour, I only do it if I kind of want to. Yeah, I normally just bronze. I'll contour if I'm going on a night out, but that's about it. Down my nose. No, I don't go heavy with nose contour for every day. I do on my nights out, but for every day I just don't really see the point. So I just kind of bronze it up and just make it look a little bit skinnier under the lip, because it makes your lips look bigger, more pouty. So yeah. Now I'm going to do some blush, and for that I use my MAC, oh god, 116 brush, I think. I literally have used this for years, so, and I think it's just so good. So I'm just going to be doing like a really pale pinky colour. I quite like pale blushes. So I'm going to smile and do it on the apples of my cheeks. And then suck in, work it up towards my temples. Just so it looks a little bit more natural. And then whatever left over on the brush, I just go over the top of my nose with, because when you're naturally flushed on your cheeks, you're normally flushed on your nose too. Subtle, but it brings a bit of colour back into my face. Highlight, and I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 brush. I either use this or a fan brush, but most of the time use this. So I'm going to go in with a pale, like whitey colour today. Most of the time I go with like more of like a champagne kind of colour, but I'm going white and bright today. Got some cheekbones. It's so pretty. I really like Makeup Revolution's highlights. I feel like they're really blinding, but if you just want a subtle glow, you can make them a subtle glow and then work them up to make them however intense you want. So how pretty is that? Look. And then I go down the nose and I do this little bit here. I don't know why, but I've always done this little bit in between my brows. And then I'll take a little bit on my finger and do the tip on my nose, blend it down, and then I'll go over my top lip. Not a lot of people like highlighting the top lip, but I think it looks nice, so yeah. And then I'm going to take a little bit and highlight above my brow, just so it looks a little bit more natural, and on my chin, my butt chin. A tiny little brush, this is a Zoeva Luxe Precision shader, and put it on the inner corners of my eyes and under my brow bone, like that. And I think it just looks fresh and nice. So the next thing I do, I skip eyeshadow normally on my day-to-day, straight into mascara. This is my Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara. So yeah, mascara is done. That's what it looks like. It's not as dramatic as I usually like it, but it's okay. It's just for the day. So last but not least, I need to put something on my lips, and I think I'm going to do a lip gloss today. I think I'm going to use this Stila lip glaze in the shade Grapefruit, and this is what it looks like. It's just a really pretty pinky colour. So that is the lip gloss. I really like it. It's pigmented and it's a little bit sticky, but I like the colour and it's really glossy and it makes my teeth look white. So the last thing to do is spray my face with some setting spray. I'm going to use this Morphe continuous setting spray. And it smells so nice as well. So let that sink in, and I'm going to take this with me on my shopping trip so I can touch up if I eat anything. I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me. But yeah, so please give this video a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what type of videos you want to see in the future. And I'll see you again in my next video. Bye guys.